let's just get into Ted real quick.
Okay.
Yesterday, we filmed the podcast with Ted. And then...
Ted from Lunch Club.
Ted Nivison.
Yep.
He basically was signing a bunch of posters. Nivison. It's not Nivision. It's Nivison.
He needs to change that, man.
Oh, yeah. He'd get real mad at you. But yeah.
Anyways, Ted.
Yeah, Ted was signing a bunch of posters upstairs for U2's. It was something with their deal. Had to actually put a bunch of signatures down. So he's doing that, and he gets a little hungry, and what does he see on the bench behind him? A Nerds rope. Just a cheeky Nerds rope, and of course, Nerd ropes are very rare pépés, and when you see one, you're like, ooh, I love these. When I had one when I was a kid, they're fucking amazing. I'll have one now.
But what he didn't think about is the fact that everything in Misfits' house is poison.
Well, just look.
And by poison, you mean?
The thing is, like, there was a very reasonable way, like, we set it up, because the Nerds rope wasn't edible. It was a 400 milligram edible, and he didn't read the packaging. But we have, on that bench, it's a big-ass bench, it's snacks and food, chips, Pringles, gummy bears, all that shit.
Munchies.
And then there's weed food, which is edibles, in between that and the weed, which makes sense.
Like a spectrum.
Yeah, like a spectrum.
Progressively dangerous as you go
Yes.
on.
That's the thing, is that it would make more sense to kind of put the weed food away so that you don't confuse the food with the weed.
Food.
Which is
I'm
what
so-
happened to poor
What
Ted.
happened to Ted? He was tripping
Amazing.
balls.
I'm so glad the first Misfits house wasn't in LA, because that so would have happened to me multiple times.
We would have
Just
died.
accidental highs.
Yeah, we would be in a very different position. I think.
Yeah,
the
but
best house started in LA.
I don't think we're cut out for LA, guys.
I want to move here, dude.
We could
I'm
do
not
it in
gonna lie to
person.
You really?
100%.
Why?
I think I could make the best content here.
I thought.
I want to make IRL stuff.
Well,
Nice.
Toby's very into like lifestyle and fashion content. That's what he
This
wants
is a
to
good
do,
place
so-
for it, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Plus, there's so many creators to collab with. I mean,
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
it's
Poke
everybody
shopping.
James
here.
Charles.
Yeah, he's so
Yes.
cute in person.
Is he?
Yeah, he's actually straight up like a he has a beautiful face.
Yeah,
Like
there's
his
no talking
face
about
is unironically like perfect. It's fucked up.
How
That's
tall
so
was he?
cute.
Oh, he was just about my height.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not
Ah,
bad.
so he's a midget.
he's probably like an inch too taller.
Okay.
Very interesting. Yes, but Ted eats this nerd rope and then looks at the packaging. And, well, no, actually, what happened was he ate it and he was gonna eat another one.
Yeah, he was going to eat a second,
my
and then Cooper
God.
was like, "Whoa, what
no.
are you doing?" He's like, "What are you doing? That's sweet." And he goes, "What are you kidding? I just had one. I just had a whole one." And then they look at it and they go, "Oh, that's like 60 milligrams." He's like, 60? No, holy shit! And then they look at his 400, and he's like, 400?
Why would they
we were
make-
at dinner?
Why would they make
I can hear that in Ted's voice too.
Yeah,
Why would they make a Nerds rope 400
Yeah.
milligrams?
Because it's
Surely
it's
that's
little,
something that
right?
you'd want the whole
you got
thing.
it from an illegal dispensary. We
Yeah.
bought
What
it
is an
from.
illegal dispensary?
It's because
It's one that isn't legal.
you're
Yeah,
not-
I know,
yeah.
but if
Because-
it's obviously a dispensary, doesn't it kind of have to be legal?
Well, it's illegal in that it doesn't really abide by the restrictions. It sells like
I see.
you know in most of the actual like MedMen or Cookies on Melrose or any of those fucking places, it's like you can only get 100 milligrams max in any edible. And for Ryan and Manuel and all those
see.
guys in our team, they're like, that's not enough. We need 1,000 just for fun.
Yeah.
You know.
So
The interesting thing about like weed here is that there's so many different places that they're like ratings for the weed, like 400 milligrams and all that. It's not really consistent. Because I remember the first time Mason and I were in LA, I don't even smoke weed. I don't like weed, but I had hundreds of milligrams of edibles and I was totally fine.
yeah.
But now here, these guys will have like, 50 milligrams and be pretty decently high.
Yeah.
Isn't that meant to be a lot though?
50 to 60 is a lot.
Yeah.
I'll take like maybe 75 to 100 for flights where I want to knock myself out.
I thought you were
And
gonna say where I
so-
want to die.
No.
Mason and I streamed in LA that time.
What time
I
was
was,
this?
to be fair, I was pretty high.
Yeah, you were.
But like I wasn't like I'm dying high.
Yeah, you weren't freaking
And
out.
that was hundreds of milligrams.
yeah.
Like we had drinks and stuff that would
was
be
so
like
funny.
50%
Yeah,
weed.
tinctures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's weed drinks.
Yes.
Yeah, there's weed
I
everything
thought you
in
know
LA.
this. Weren't you a stoner?
Wasn't I what?
Oh, jeez.
What?
Nothing.
He's just making a joke.
Yeah.
The gamer subs?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the routine. I'm very, very
Okay.
fascinated by this routine. We
Yeah?
keep breaking it up with talk about drugs.
Alright.
Fans are sick of hearing about drugs. What they want to know is what Pokimane does in a day, okay?
Do they?
Do they really want to know?
I don't-
Maybe
I don't
her
know.
simps want to know.
I don't know.
I'm kind of
I'm
curious.
kind of hoping
Yeah.
the Sims are watching. Shout out, guys. How you guys doing?
What do you think of that shit?